Dan Lynch, Delaware Natural Hoof Care, horsemanship. Doing a little body work here. A little older horse. Alright, first thing I want to do, I want to get him polarity straightened out. Regan Golob's work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm trying to get him relaxed. This horse is really relaxed. I'm just running through some stuff. I'm going to rub his eyes. Okay, if he's acting up a little bit, I'm going to scratch the end of the nose. At first it's a stimulant. Then after about 30 seconds of it, do another 30 seconds, a full minute, and he'll relax. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I want to work on this pole area on him. Okay, pole area is important. It has effects throughout the body. Okay, this area here is really what is the last to develop on a horse, not the back like everybody's talking about. And it being the last to develop, but it's also one of the first to get traumatized from a pullback or whatever, and this system up here can shift. Okay, so you want to get your pole area good. A lot of push and release, push and release. Okay, you can't do too much of that. All right, just standing around, just reach up there and do it. You can get him to bend his head in. He's not ready with it yet. You come in, get behind and in between the bone structure. Okay, push, push. Do not underestimate just a regular push. Okay, push and release. Later on you do this. You're trying to spread the muscle fibers out. Okay, so we do that for a while. Okay, then we're going to get this. And this is some Masterson stuff. I'm not certified or anything, but and I'm not going to cover all the details, but I just want a little shift in the weight, just get some wobble in him. I want the joints to shift. Okay, so what so I got it a little bit. Now I'm going to try to get him to put his head down, and he's not. This is the second time it being done. He's not, so I'm just going to keep on wobbling for a minute. If he goes down, he goes down. He will after you do it for a while. Okay, again, we're just going to blow through some stuff quick. Okay, so really this is head down. We want to go head down. Alright. Then I want to come with head up. Okay. And what I'll do is, with the horse at first, when I first start, I'll just bring him into the crook of my arm. What I want him to do, is rest, give me all the weight of his head and neck onto my body. So there, okay, so now he's pushing. So then I want this, because this will soften up then, and I want to work this area, okay? So if you go to the head, okay, you work it. If you get on your shoulder, you work it, okay? If he doesn't want to rest his weight, put your hand up here just till he relaxes. Okay, got a nice exhale, rub. Okay, and we're going to do this quickly. You just had this yesterday. Then you're going to go ahead and duck, bend in the knee, and bend him a little bit. This side here, he has a problem bending, and I'll just go a little bit, and then I'll work the pole. Then I'll come down. Hopefully go around, don't force nothing, okay, and then go ahead and work this side, okay. Alright, so then I'm going to come along and grab the bridge of the nose. Again, this is some Masterson stuff. We're not doing nothing hard. We're trying to stay underneath of the bracing mechanism. Alright. So I'm going to tilt the nose a little bit, put my hand up in here, okay? Bridge of the bone, set it in there, put a little bit of pressure towards that outer ear, and just a nice little wobble. Okay. I think you have to get ready to get that camera to follow him. You might back up a little bit, okay? So just wobble. I move my hand down a little bit. Doesn't really make a difference in the area, and just take your time. If he pulls his head back or he resists, Just go with him. Don't fight with him. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move my hand down again. There. Okay, a little fidgeting. We'll let him go. And we'll come back and get him. Start up here again. A little wobble. Come down a little further. See, I'm hurrying. Okay. His neck. This horse here, his neck's pretty bad. This is one of his major moves. These whole first couple moves are going to be pretty much everything I put in here. He should have done to him once in a while. Okay. So this horse should be able to bring his head around to at least here. A horse that's real good, nice and soft and flexible, he should be able to come back here to the stifle and get a treat out of your hand. This dude here is far from that. He's probably a little sore from yesterday. We hit him hard yesterday. So come over here and just the opposite, okay? And just take your time. Just wobble it. That would be a main move for him. It would really help him. All right, I'm gonna come down here. You see these legs down here? Got me here. You good, Bubba?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Atta girl. Okay, so next I'm gonna move down here. Okay, start getting these shoulders loosened up. One of the things you could do is you come into the center of your pectoral muscle in the front, find the deepest hole, go to K27, that's K27, and rub in it for 1 minute. That helps with the shoulders. I had him yesterday, he was real flinchy. We got rid of that with just the K27 work. But this here is going to be a major mover for you, okay? Grab a hold of the leg and the knee. Support the knee a little bit. Try to take the foot straight down. Okay? And once you get it straight down to touch the ground, then you start bringing it back. Okay? If he fidgets, just go with him. Bringing it back there. Okay? Fidgeting. Wobble it a little bit. Okay? This is a tough one here. A lot of horses struggle with this one. And what we're looking for is this point to drop. I can feel when it releases. Right there. One of the things that this horse is also struggling with and why he's having these issues, I'm going to let him go there, is because of his feet. His feet are sore. I feel he's getting too much sugar in his feet, a lot of ripples, a lot of inflammation you can see in the white feet. Okay, so let's get back on this. Okay, we'll come up here, come forward. Remember, this is working the shoulder and the whole back in here. Okay, I want this to drop a lot lower than this side. So I'll bring the foot out. Okay, I'll wobble it. Take it to the ground, come forward. It's already dropped. I'm going to let it hold it for a little while. Okay, once you get in there good, but watch your toes, but you want to tilt the toe up to get that real stretch in the back there. There. Okay, here we go. And there. Okay. Do that on both sides. Do everything we're doing on both sides. This is I'm just showing you some stuff here. Okay, so your scapula right here. Okay, come in. Put your fingers in there and just work them in there. up and down the scapula. Don't force it. There's other ways to do it that they tell you to put it in there, just work it on down in there. I find that's a little hard on my wrist and stuff. I like this way better. Just come back and forth. The horse starts moving away, means you're probably doing it too hard. I'm gonna bend him in here a little bit, tilt his head wildly. And just work on that. Right there. See how people got it now. Alright, so then you get that. Make sure you do both sides. Okay? Come up here to your withers. Start up here. And just wiggle it a little bit. Nothing hard. Move it down to the next one. Remember, these are a foot long. A lot of problems with them when we're mounting from the ground. A lot of reports from chiropractic we get. There's wither problems on most horses, and they usually push this side. Not always, but. Alright, so that's a quick oversight of from here forward. Alright, cut! Alright, Dan, let's start with natural hoof care, horsemanship. So this is an important area in this horse, in most horses actually. A lot of stuff runs into the point of the hip. It's not the hip. Here's your hip. Okay, so this one here that comes off, okay, just feel the bone. The bone is in this direction here, okay, the edge of it. If you just come along it, right, and just push and release, okay, and come all the way around, okay, and then work your way off of it. And I'm going to send you an outline of the anatomy, especially in this area, okay, and follow the muscles, the ones that come down here. You can feel it popping out here, okay, this one here that comes down, okay, up in here, out here, okay, this whole area all the way around here is important. It's a major issue, especially with this horse. Hip, hip. So, okay, so when we come back here, head up. All right, one of the first things I want to do, okay, I want to come up here. I want to come up here, okay, and I want to feel the bounce in this hip, okay. He doesn't have much. I think it's, you know, he could use an adjustment. That's what I'm seeing yesterday. This way here is a little bit better, okay. So one of the things we want to do, okay, is I want to do a psoas release on him, okay. I want to get this tip of this bone here in the palm of my hand, and I want to go ahead and get it in the direction where it would land on this side of the hindquarters, which would be like that, okay. That's good. So I also want to come in, want this direction, and then I want this plane on my arm, okay. So get this, and I want to push, try to do 30%. A lot of people want you to put them up against the wall or something. I find if you just stay in here and relax, that they start to lean into it. They don't need no help over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now. All right, keep it running here. Let me do something. Time this for me. Give me 1 minute timer. So I'm pushing as if I was pushing the other side, I'd be aiming for this area here. And again, I want my plane to be here and here. Okay, the same pressure. All right, give me a minute. All right. So we want to do first minute 30%. Okay, but go into it slow. Okay. Or he will move off. Anytime you're doing any body work, unless your horse is all hyped up, all grain and all crazy, he should stand here for you. If he keeps moving away from you, and don't get me wrong, sometimes fidgeting is a sign of release, but if he's just moving out of resistance, then you're probably pushing too hard. So we want to do 30% of your strength at the first minute. Let me know when that first minute's over. And then during the second minute, you go 60%. And then at the last minute, do like 90%. You really push it. And it's not easy. But it's real effective, man. You want this psoas release. He's got a hump here. That's pretty much because the psoas is so tight. Alright, so here comes my second minute. I'm going to push pressure on him again. Okay, he's pushing back. I'll let him spread his legs out. Okay. So about 50% of my try to move. All right. So something just popped up here in right off of his withers. And again, we're looking for a 30, a 60, and a 90% finish. But if he's really sore, we'll have to back off on it. On our third minute now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, get up. I'm going to put some heat on him. Big old horsefly.
Is there?
Big old horsefly had to be coming in. Alright. Anytime you're putting some heat on a horse or pushing on stuff, don't just jump off of them. Release your pressure easy.
It's on his leg.
See it?
It was on his leg. I think it's on the other side now. Right there.
Did you kill it? Did you turn it off?
Got it.
Alright, got me 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm actually doing this exercise because he didn't get it yesterday. second minute. Anytime we're releasing tension in the hindquarters, we want the hip to try to drop. A lot of times vets or chiropractors will come in and they'll do this and they're not focusing, they don't do it for 3 minutes. That's a big, deep muscle. It has a lot of function, and so you need to take time to get it. Alright. Get your little break in before, especially on this last minute, this 90% of your strength, and put something into it. Don't rush into it, but if you can get some heat on it, put it on there.
Ready?
Huh?
Ready?
Yep. Good. So one of these things with this horse here, like you can see atrophy and longiness in area in here, and a lot of tightness and stuff inside up in the abductors. So one of the things when we're coming in here is I want him to be able to loosen his tail up. So you want to come in here, go inside to where the skin is, past the hairline, and just start rubbing on it like this. Okay, move around in there. We want this tail to be able to lift up. Okay, we want to keep rubbing it until it lifts up. If not, then you have a problem. There's a lot of muscles that operate this tail, and they get tight, and he has a problem with it. When they talk about a tail, you know, you get some Western pleasure horses, some big show horses, and they'll break a tail to stop the movement. What I was taught was that creates a headache in a horse, a constant headache. So your horse has got a problem, he's got a broken up tail. That's the issue. Okay, see he's lifting it up. The fly's helping him. Yeah, he's lifting it up. He loosened up on his thumb. He didn't let it go all the way, so you're going to want to work on that. Alright, do the other side. And we'll go ahead and do pretty much the whole workout on video for this dude. On this back end at least. Still isn't lifting. Alright, it should like come up on its own like that. Okay. Head up. There you go. So this horse here has a big, he's been kicked. Somebody kicked the hell out of him back in here. He's got this big dimple, and that's one of the reasons I think that he does have some uneven issues. So I want to pull on his tail a little bit, okay? This thing feels like it's out of alignment. It's not flexible the same amount on both sides. Alright. So I'm going to pull on his tail for a little bit, okay? I want to be on the same plane as this, okay? I don't know all the names of all the body parts, joints, muscles, the hundreds of all that stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and fake it. Alright, so I'm going to pull on it nice and easy. And I can see a bunch of, like, it's crooked all through here. It's got some issues. I feel a little bit of heat through this bump. So I'm not going to pull hard. I'm going to put some pressure on. Again, I'm staying level with the hindquarters. And you're going to let them pull it on. There it goes. It's really pulling now. And again, release the pressure easy. All right. One over here. You want to be able to see this stifle area. It's getting a little dark. I might not be able to see it, but all right. So you know what? I forgot something. You guys just keep the camera there. So I'm going to take this tail, and I'm going to just raise it slow. Get some curl in the tail. See how he takes it. It looks like he's not enjoying it. While I'm doing this, so a lot of horses always have these pretty much these three spasms in through here. I'm just going to do this a little bit. So whenever you're trying to feel something, don't push real hard at first. Try to, soft hands feel better. And they also say, I'm having a little trouble with it, but that you can feel heat more if you use the back of your hand. But that's just what I was told. I'm pretty good with my palm. I get my heat. I guess it depends on the person, like anything. But these spasms along in here, okay, we hit them with the gun yesterday. But if you find these knots, we'll show them where you're at. Most of them have anywhere along here. About 2 inches off the center line, 2.5 inches off the center line. Work on these. All right. So we got them up. Never take your tail, okay, past 90 degrees, okay, from the ground, okay. You know, some guys will pull up on a tail to gain control of a young horse, a little colt, you know, filly, weanling or something, and make sure you don't pull it forward. Pull it up straight, they'll get them to stop and acting up. but if you pull it forward, you can hurt something. Like I said, if you break it, then they got a headache for the rest of their life. So I'm told. All right, so we got that. You see this side over here dropped. All right, so I'm gonna come down here, and like we did the front, I'm gonna come up towards under the horse, and I'm gonna get it, and I'm just gonna rock it. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to get this, this to release right here. Okay, there, it dropped already. You see, boom, you see that right there? Okay, took it back. That's pretty good for old dude. Went in here, there, dropped again. He put weight on. I'm gonna leave him. I don't know if you can see this dimple here, but that's what we're after. I'm just gonna leave him. That was a big move pretty quick. Now yesterday we hit him hard with the gun all over. Worked on it for like 5 hours yesterday. So he's still busted loose. Be careful when you're fooling around in here. You go ahead and get a real sore when you mess around and get kicked. Pay attention to what you're doing. Anytime you're doing a horse, read your horse. You see that tail start to switch without it, you know, real hard, no flies or anything. Start to be aware. A horse will always warn you before he kicks you. Always. You just gotta be able to pay attention and feel it and see it coming. Okay. So that forward one, we wanted this stifle to bust loose, and we're gonna come back here. You know what? Not bad. So we got it to come loose, okay? Okay. But I want him to come forward some. And so I'm gonna wobble a little bit, and on your hind end, you want to wobble towards the center line of the horse. Okay. So big horse fly.
It's on his leg. In front of you.
He don't care about nothing.
No. Oh God. There's another one. He said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
All right, buddy. All right, so got that front one done. Okay, we'll come back here, lift the foot up, hold it, get the foot 90 degrees from the ground, straight down, okay, and then start moving back, but staying right at ground level. Just keep wobbling. If he pulls away, just go with him. Pull forward, and I'll come back. Alright, so got him stretched out a little bit. He'll be able to get better than that after a couple of sessions. Alright, so I'm going to bring this leg back. I'm going to let it rest on the ground. We'll come up and grab the point of the hock and just to do a little wobble. And this has, if you watch it, this has an effect all the way up through the hind quarter. All right, if he moves it, just stay with him for a minute. We'll let him have it like that. But ultimately, we want the leg straight up and down, the cannon bone. A little wobble there. And here, straight up and down. Nice and easy. Pick it up again, move it out here, let him fidget, come with him, move it out here, wobble it this way, add a little more straightness out of it. Easy. And we'll let him go. We'll wait one more minute. Long leg, come in, handsome. Easy. A lot of clicking going on. I'm gonna get this leg straight down. Try to get him to hold. And a little wobble. This area right here, okay, if I'm doing this wobble, this area right in here is knotted up a lot on horses. This is a big tie-in area. We'll let him go. This is a little sore here. This is where I fooled with him yesterday with the Theragun. Alright, we'll fool with this one more second. Pretty good. And bring it up. If he wants to bring it over towards the other leg, let him. Alright. Easy. Come over here, I'm going to do this one on film. We're not going to go into detail. But come up. There it goes there, pop loose.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
right, kill it.